Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Irdina Rosli. Today, we are here to explore the complexities of the Malaysian film censorship. So let's begin with the simple questions to Miss Sun. What is the primary role of the Film Censorship Board?
Thank you, Ms. Irdina. We aim to uphold societal harmony by ensuring films respect culture, religious, and moral values. We strive to protect viewers, particularly younger audiences, from harmful content like excessive violence, implicate scenes, and political or religiously sensitive materials.
Thank you, Miss Sun, for your answer. Now, onward to Miss Devi. So, as a filmmaker, how does this impact your creative process?
All right. Thank you, Miss Irdina. So, as a filmmaker, honestly, it feels like walking on a tightrope. This is because the Film Censorship Act, it actually forces us filmmakers to actually self-censor a script before even submitting the script. So topics like politics or religion are actually considered taboo. And for instance, in my previous film, an interfaith dialogue was included in the film, but then this dialogue was entirely cut, and this stifles our ability to tell authentic stories.
Thank you, Miss Devi. What about Miss Chai Shuan?
If I may add, Miss Devi experience reflect a broader issues. Excessive censorship limit intellectual discourse and artistic growth. For audiences, it deny exposure to diverse perspective, which is essential for cultural and intellectual development.
That's true. But as a viewer, I also understand the need for some level of regulations. I don't want my children exposed to the graphic violence or explicit content. However, I do feel that sometimes the censorship is too rigid or even too counterproductive.
Such an interesting points from three of you. Now over to Miss Sun once again. How does the board address these concerns?
We aim to strike a balance. Our guidelines ensure content is suitable for a multicultural society like Malaysia, but I admit there's room for improvement. For example, incorporating a rating system with detailed content descriptors could give viewers more autonomy.
That is true. That would be a step forward. But then still, what about international competitiveness? It is undeniable that strict censorship discourages collaborations and limits the appeal of Malaysian film abroad.
Precisely, Indonesia and India have managed to balance censorship and creativity more effectively. Malaysia can learn from these models to support filmmakers while safeguarding societal values.
I agree. Greater transparency and clear appeal process for filmmaker would also help. Many of us want more mature content as long as it's accessible responsibly.
To Miss Devi, Miss Joven, and Miss Sun about the Miss Chai about the points that you have given. So speaking of reforms, Miss Sun, do you see the potential for changes in current laws?
Absolutely. An independent oversight body could reduce biases in censorship decision. Educating regulars and the public about art and culture could foster mutual understanding.
Thank you, Miss Su. But unfortunately, we have reached at the end of our online discussion. So let's conclude from one suggestion from each of you for improving the system.
Well, Ms. Irdina, my suggestion would be why not introduce a transparent rating system to encourage creative freedom?
That will be a good suggestion. What about Miss Sun?
In my opinion, I think that establish an independent review board to oversee appeals.
Another good one. What about Miss Joven?
My suggestion is educate audience on media literacy to enable informed choices.
Lastly, what about Miss Chai Shuan?
For me, adopt original best practices to balance freedom and responsibility.
All right, thank you all of you for giving such an amazing suggestion of our systems. So thank you all for this insightful online discussion. So as I can conclude from our online discussions, collaboration among stakeholders is vital for a fair and progressive film censorship system. So until we meet for the next online discussion, once again, thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.